Hello and welcome to what is likely to be the most informative and transformational information you will find on obesity and how to overcome it naturally and safely without any dangerous surgery. That's a bold statement, I know that, but one I can back up with personal experience and scientific research. I am not someone who works to theories or maybes. I want concrete proof, and I expect you do too. Let me introduce myself. My name is Greene, and I was diagnosed with obesity about 8 years ago after fighting weight issues for more than 15 years of my life. My weight issues began when I became a little overweight, but at the time thought it was nothing too serious. I moved from being overweight to getting very fat, and this deteriorated into clinical obesity a few years later. After a very serious illness and being close to death in 2008, I finally became determined to lose the weight and change my lifestyle. This was just the start of my journey as I faced my laziness issues and unhealthy lifestyle. At this time, I began studying and researching everything I could get my hands on in an effort to understand, diagnose, and overcome obesity. The more I learned about it, the more I learned about the menace of obesity and how it causes pain and suffering in so many lives around the world. This all led me to finally releasing a book on my findings and my personal journey in March of 2011. After so many years, I finally published The Menace of Obesity. In this series of videos, I'm going to be revealing the key aspects to overcoming obesity so that you can implement them right away. If you want to get the full roadmap, then you can visit my website, which is listed and will be shown on the video. Let's get into the first key factor. The first key factor in overcoming obesity is mindset. You see, I had a huge reason to search and understand the information. It didn't just occur to me as an idea one day. No, basically, I had reached a very, very low point in my life, and it was causing me a lot of pain and suffering. Besides this, my health was deteriorating quickly, which became a real worry for me and for my loved ones. It was horrible to see them suffer because of the choices I was making in my lifestyle. It was at this time that I knew I had to change, but I didn't know how. Of course, this led me to the research about obesity and how people have overcome it. The first thing I wanted to know was whether it could be done without surgery. This is something that many people are clueless about and why many people suffer needlessly. Understand that anyone can overcome obesity. That's the first step in the process. Once you know it can be overcome, then you will be more likely to act rather than resign yourself to a little of pain and suffering and low self-esteem. Anyway, back to my mindset. I always believed that having faith is the key and that there's no such word as can't. As I said, I wanted to not only help myself but also help my family. So I was prepared to do whatever it took in order to get the answers. So this is the first lesson you need to take action with. You need to get clear on why it is important that you overcome obesity. Is it for you alone? Is it for your health? Is it to see your grandchildren being raised? Whatever the reason is, you need to be committed and know that the road is not easy. However, if you have this commitment, then you can achieve it. I urge you to take this lesson seriously, as it's the mindset that really made me overcome obesity and lose the weight. The rest of the process is systematic once you have made that commitment. In the next episode, I will discuss the trends of obesity and how the menace is growing into an epidemic around the world. Until then, you can find out more by visiting my website www.fat-obese-overweight-lose-it.com. A little long, but it covers everything. And also, please order my book, The Menace of Obesity. My name is Oliver Greene, and I wish you the very, very best in your journey in losing your weight. Thank you.